Hello and welcome to the News Bulletin. In today's edition of News Bulletin,
we shall discuss how India can checkmate Turkey. Friends, during the UN General Assembly session last September, Indian foreign policy establishment was up for another shock from a country with a dubious human rights record inside its own territory and stamps of genocide of its occupied people on its own face. If your compass points towards Turkey, you are absolutely right. Turkish President Erdogan raised the Kashmir issue, siding with Pakistan on the UN
istikrar ve barışı içinde kilit önem taşıyan Keşmir sorunu halen çözüm bekliyor. Cammu Keşmir'in özel statüsünün ilgasının ardından atılan adımlar sorunu daha da karmaşık hale getirmiştir. Bu meselenin diyalog yoluyla Birleşmiş Milletler kararları çerçevesinde ve özellikle Keşmir halkının beklentileri doğrultusunda çözülmesinden yanayız.
The Turkish President used the platform to criticize the international community for failing to pay attention to the Kashmir conflict. When the Indian External Affairs Ministry is busy weighing its measures vis-à-vis Turkey, it raises a crying question. Why a traditionally not so inimical Islamic power like Turkey is turning anti-India and pro-Pakistan? To answer this question, we have to look at the historical as well as modern fabric of Turkish politics. And more important, the recent makeovers in its international relations. Well, a cursory look at the Turkish nation under Erdogan makes it amply clear that it's no longer the same secular liberal country as it once used to be under Kemal Atatürk. Atatürk's Turkey has changed. Under Erdogan, it has been thoroughly radicalized in the last decade. Examples galore. Not long ago, Hagia Sophia, a known Christian heritage, was forcibly converted into a mosque under state tutelage. Erdogan has a revisionist vision and pursues a new Ottoman policy. He wants his Turkey to wrest the leadership of the Muslim world from Saudi Arabia. Amidst the Saudi-Turkish power play, Erdogan wants to see Turkey as the head of a grand Muslim coalition and win back the power and influence old Ottoman Empire once had. To attempt that, he is rallying national resources and is categorically building a vast wave of political, cultural, religious and military influence across the giant mass of territory known as the Muslim world. He is out on a mission to win friends, but few in the Arab world are interested for a handshake, except non-Arab partners like isolated Iran and distressed Pakistan, and of course Malaysia. As part of the grand strategy, Turkey is following an interventionist policy. It is getting increasingly embroiled in conflicts in Syria, far off Libya, in Azerbaijan, Armenia, and battling its own Kurds. At the heart of the Turkish power projection is an innovative weapon called the Bayraktar TB2, a highly effective battle-hardy drone produced by Erdogan's own son-in-law, Selçuk Bayraktar, an ex-MITian. In 2020, the TB2 drones were used with devastating effect by governments in Tripoli and Baku, both Turkish allies. In wars in Nagarno-karabakh and Syria, Turkish drones played a major role and established Turkey as a market leader and emerging power in lethal drone technology. And how the drones helped Azerbaijan own the war against a militarily superior Armenia is public knowledge now. Therefore, now that Turkey is siding with Pakistan on Kashmir and offering its attack drones to Pakistan, even likely to joint produce defense items with Pakistan, it should set the alarm bells ringing in Delhi. Not just this. Recent Indian intelligence reports indicate that Turkey is involved in fanning Islamic radicalism and fundamentalism amongst Indian Muslims inside India. Turkey's tentacles in India have gone deeper than thought, say the reports. The reports warn that Turkey has emerged as the hub of anti-India activities, next only to Pakistan. The intelligence report reveals that the Turkish Embassy in Delhi is forging alliances with Indian NGOs and sending Indian activists who serve Ankara's agenda to Turkey on exposure trips and encouraging them to speak against India. These are serious national security issues deserving a befitting, comprehensive and collated response. So what are India's options on the table? How to arrest the speed of this evil Pak-Turkish axis? Turkey has a fairly big economy, advantageous geostrategic location, and enjoys fairly balanced ties with major powers. When it is not perturbed by US sanctions, India can do little to hamper its economic interests. But India can load a good deal of diplomatic and political punches to make Turkey pay for taking unprovoked anti-India stances to please its new partner. First, India should join the other side of the diplomatic divide. Saudi Arabia is Turkey's arch rival for leadership in the Islamic world. Thus, high voltage Indo-Saudi strategic handshakes are bound to make Turkey nervous, bound to undermine Turkish influence in the Middle East. When Saudis will have the support of the world's second most Muslim populous nation, neither Turkey nor Iran can challenge their status as the leader of the Islamic world. India enjoys high level of economic and political ties with the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. In 2016, in a special gesture, Saudi Arabia had honored PM Modi with the King Abdulaziz sash, its highest civilian honor. Similarly, other Arab nations with little liking for the Turks, like UAE, Bahrain and Palestine, also have excellent ties with India. Like Saudis, they have also bestowed their highest civilian honors on PM Modi. Second, India needs to pay back in the same coin to Turkey. It needs to extend full political and diplomatic support to nations like Cyprus, Greece and Armenia that have borne the brunt of Turkey's aggression. After Turkey raised the Kashmir issue in UNGA in 2019, PM Modi essayed a diplomatic masterstroke by immediately endorsing separate talks with the heads of this nation and extended full support to their causes. In 1974, Turkey attacked and forcibly annexed a part of Cyprus and maintains the illegal occupation even now. This draws strong parallels with Pakistan invasion of Kashmir. India should openly support Cyprus to help it regain its territory in terms of economic cooperation and in terms of direct arms sales. Third, Greece has been at the receiving end of Turkish occupation and high-handedness. Similarly, the Armenian genocide still cries for global attention. Nearly 1.5 million Armenian Christians were killed by the Turkish military in the final days of the Ottoman Caliphate. India should lead an international effort to provide international recognition to the ghastly genocide which Turkey has been so strenuously trying to hide and neglect. Fourth, Turkey has been most brutally suppressing the call for freedom from ethnic Kurds inside its own territory. It's time India support the Kurdish people, not just diplomatically, by repeatedly raising the issue of human rights excesses committed by Turkish forces in the UN and other international fora, but by extending unpublished tacit arms support too. This may irk other Muslim powers with sizable Kurdish people inside their territory, but they can be convinced that the Indian support is limited to Turkish territory only. Fifth, to nullify the Turkish power projection at our border, India needs to first develop its combat drones industry to match Turkish-headed Pakistani drone strikes in border areas and on vital military installations. Apart from drones, DRDO, India's Central Defense Research and Development Organization, should focus on improvising anti-drone laser weapons to shut down and neutralize, combat, as well as swarm kamikaze drones. In the backdrop of changing world order and ever-shifting paradigms, the emergence of a Turkey-Iran-Pakistan-China strategic alliance looks certain and real. In order to safeguard against the fallouts of such alliances, India has to prudently play its power dice. If India adopts all the measures at its disposal well, time is not far off when Turkey will realize that by foolishly walking into a closed Kashmir issue, Erdogan ensure Kurd struggle gets a more solid platform. The Greeks derive some satisfaction that Cypriots got the much needed international support, and the Armenians a global recognition for one of the most brutal genocides in history, which Turkey has so strenuously tried to deny. Hope you liked the video. If you have any queries, please leave your comments in the comment section. We shall be happy to note and revert. And before leaving, do not forget to like and subscribe to our channel so that you will be receiving live updates from our side. Thank you. Thanks for watching.